Hello YouTube, this is Wisps and Whimsy, and you're watching Starting Out Solitary. Our topic this week is offerings. If you do them, how you do them, and to whom do you do them. So our topic this week is offerings, and if you've watched any videos that I've posted here on my own channel, then you know that I don't really have a patron deity or spirit guides or totem animals or really any entity that I would specifically leave an offering to, or that would ask a specific type of offering from me. So my offerings are much more basic than that. The offerings that I do leave tend to be ones that are not thought out ahead of time. They're very spur of the moment and led in the moment. And it's been simple things like pouring out extra water on the ground as a thank you to the earth for sharing it with us, or offering back things that were given that we don't need anymore, like food, vegetables that we've grown that we offer back to become compost and become part of the earth yet again as a cycle. So that's the sort of things that I do. And obviously offering thanks, gratitude, and thoughtfulness toward the earth. My husband is a hunter, and we hunt for food. It is not something that we do for fun. It is something that we do to sustain ourselves. And he does it in a very thoughtful and respectful way. It's not something that he's going off hooting and hollering like you might imagine some redneck hunter doing. He does it respectfully, and he was raised, he had some Native American ancestry, and so his extended family has carried on the traditions of having respect for the fallen animal and offering prayer and leaving offerings behind when they do harvest an animal, and doing thankfulness toward the spirit of the animal before they take it. So there's another form of offering for you. And the last form that our family, it's obviously we do a lot of things, but my children did a little offering last year, and I'll see if I can hunt up a picture for you, and I'll put it here if I can. But their offering was, they had been going through the woods, and they are very in tune with nature. They're definitely my children, very wild and nature driven. But they had been going through the woods, and they had found berries and acorns and different odd and end things that they had picked up like children do. And they found a bed of moss that was kind of couched in the crook of a tree, or actually several trees that were growing together from a single root. And so they left an offering there, and my daughter actually wanted to commemorate it, so she went out and took a picture of it. And I asked them, what is this? Just out of curiosity to see what they would say. And she said, oh, it's just a little offering. I was like, oh, really? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, what are you leaving it for? And she's like, oh, I don't know, maybe the fairies or just whatever creature is out there. So even though they're young, and I'm not really schooling them in witchery or anything like that, they're picking up on little bits and pieces and feeling their way through it themselves, which is pretty cool. So, but those are different ways that we show respect for the earth and for whatever, powers and spirits or whatever is inhabiting our land. And so, yeah, that's how we do it. I would love to hear if you do offerings, and if you do, what form they take, and to whom are you leaving offerings. And so if you have any questions, comments, or stories to share, would love to hear about it below or on our Facebook page. And I hope you all are having a wonderful week. This is Wisps and Whimsy wishing you many blessings.